What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So we have another pride look. This is one of my last pride looks, and it's going to be inspired by the pansexual flag. And I just wanted to do a butterfly. Like, when they come to me in these pride looks, I was just trying different things, trying to figure out how to make different looks that don't necessarily have the same vibe, if that makes sense. Like, I did the rainbow shadow, I did the pride flag in my brow, I did the face paint for the bisexual flag, and then I did like what did I do? I did the illustration with like 4 or 5 different like flags represented, and yeah, I was just like, I haven't done the butterfly look, so I was like, let's try to do that. And I was trying to figure out how to even like incorporate these colors, because at first I was gonna do like a whole face paint look, but I was like, you know what, let's just do a butterfly, because I love my butterfly looks, and like I said, I haven't done them in a while, so I felt like it was just something for me to like practice. And I didn't go as dramatic as I feel like I probably could have went with this look, but this was the second look out of 3 that I did literally back to back to back in a span of like maybe like 8 hours. I don't even know if it was that much time. Like, I literally like would do a look, take the pictures, wipe my face off, get back, and did this. And it's probably the reason why I got burnt out and I didn't do a look for like a week. You know, I feel like when it comes to me and my makeup looks, like I am so used to having to use every single spare second or like time I have off, quote unquote, to like do my makeup. And I feel like that's just something I've had to really just tackle since the summer began, because like right after we got out of school, like I had already been like dealing with like really bad migraines for like weeks now, and I was trying to like push myself to do all these looks because I did want to do a whole bunch of pride looks. And then it's like I literally was burning myself out so much that like I was having some of the worst migraines that I had in like months. So I was like, you know what, Ariel, like this is gonna be it. Like, the next look that you see will be like inspired by the trans flag, and it's gonna be a skull look, so stay tuned for that, because I will be posting it. It's either gonna come on Sunday or it's gonna come on Monday, but yeah, just a heads up. But life has been a lot. Like, this school year has been so much, and I know I've talked about it here and there, but I really just got to a point like earlier this year when like I could tell that I was burning out, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. And like some of the stuff that I was doing is just like me as a person, as a teacher, like because I'm like someone who doesn't have kids, right? So I mean, I have this big ass fucking dog, but like a lot of people I worked with had like kids, or they had like second jobs that they had to do. So it's like I decided to like, basically sacrifice my time to help these kids, because it's like I've already experienced my high school experience, and it's like I wanted to be able to like help their experience as much as possible. And that went from like, being a coach. I was the head volleyball coach, and we were third in our district. Clock it. I was with like a little emotion, I had to just say it. But yeah, we did pretty good, and that was my first year ever coaching volleyball. And it's like I never officially played volleyball. Like, I went to a volleyball training camp, and they were really trying to convince me to actually like play, but I was like, I'm not, like, it's cute or whatever, I'm like, I'm not really a volleyball girl. Like, I don't know, like when it comes to sports, like I would like to play certain things like here and there, but it's like it wasn't my passion. I was like, this isn't necessarily what I want to do, so I ended up not doing it. But yeah, like coaching, and then I was the head coach for not volleyball, I was also the head coach for cheer, and then like just so much shit. Like, if you don't know, I am a teacher, and it's just a lot, because I feel like there are issues across the country when it comes to the education system, but it's really just frustrating, like being in certain environments where you feel unsupported, or like there's really no representation. And then thinking about like the racism, the misogyny, the homophobia, like it's kind of it's so much. It's really a lot. And I feel like I got to the point in like January, February, where I was like, you know what, I can't do this shit no more. Like, I literally was like, I'm not going to run myself into the ground, because that's what I was doing. Like, and it's like I was doing things, and I was asking for certain help or trying to get people to do things, and then like they literally just like wrote me off. Like, there were certain events, like I was trying to do a homecoming, and it's like I said things in advance, and everybody that was attached to the email that's basically a higher up was ignoring my emails until like literally like we were coming back from break, because it was supposed to be the week we came back, and they're just like just now replying like, oh, this was last minute and stuff. And I'm like, bro, like I told y'all forever ago, and everybody just ignored me until somebody who was white literally said something, and that's the only response I got, and that's a fellow teacher. And it's just like, bro, I don't think everybody understands, like, yes, the Jim Crow era was quote unquote a long time ago, but it really is not. And I don't understand how people think that racism just kind of like went away. Like, baby, it did not vanish. It just changed its appearance. Kind of like the poop, the poop cruise ship. Like, you see how, like, they, like, just think of that as, like, a metaphor. Like, literally, like, if you have not watched, like, the little train wrecked Netflix, like, special about, like, the poop carnival cruise, it's not funny, but, like, it's just like insane. Like, that story, like, I feel like I would have lost my fucking like mind if I was there, because ain't no way. Like, fucking peeing in the shower and like shitting in a plastic bag, girl. Oh no, that sounds like hell. Like, but anyways, just like how they basically still used like that ship for a while without even changing the name. They spent millions of dollars to quote unquote clean it up, but they changed the name of the ship. And like, people who had went on it in the last couple of years, there were like certain areas smelled really weird. People were getting sick like the entire time. And it's like, you put up this front that like, oh, okay, like, we got rid of the problem, but really you didn't get rid of the problem. You just kind of like pushed it under the surface and like kind of just like put up a front or a face. And that's why I feel like when it comes to racism in general, but especially in education, because it's ridiculous to have schools and communities where you're like, you know what, like, group of people you're sometimes, I feel like, preying on, and you know like what you're doing, and then like you're targeting certain individuals, you're doing certain things because you know certain parents are going to react based on like the, I don't even know how to call it, but just the interaction between a lot of parents at our school was like nothing typical of most schools. Like, it was so hard to even get like parents to show up. Like, we would have like probably less than like 50 parents show up for parent teacher conferences. And that's crazy within itself. It probably, like, I remember one day, I think I had the most, it was like 4 people. It was people who didn't even have parents show up to come and talk to them. And it's just like, I hate that so many things get like, you know, swept under the rug, or like people like enable other people to do stuff. And it's just like, wake the fuck up. And it's frustrating as hell, because it's like, if I'm experiencing racism, homophobia, or misogyny as somebody who's a staff that works here, imagine what the kids are dealing with. And that shit is not cool at all. And it's like, when it comes to education, like, I know this is a whole different rant from what this look is about, but like, I just wanted to just talk and yap my ass off. But like, I love teaching. I love like helping the next generation, because I feel like they do need a lot of support. Like, they truly and honestly need the support of people who genuinely care about them and like see them as real people, and like, you know, don't judge them based on their background, their culture, like their skin color, like their sexuality, none of that stuff. And I do know though that education is not a forever thing for me. And I know that because education was never really a career I wanted to go into. Like, I didn't go to school for education. I went to school for animation and then graduated with media and art, or media entertainment degree, interdisciplinary media, concentrated animation. Just a little heads up. But like, for real, it's just like, I want to be able to help as much as possible, but the way the education is set up in so many different states and certain counties and stuff, it's just like, it feels like you're fighting against like an up, like, you know, you're going the wrong way, you're going against the current, and that's what it is. But it's like, I know that I'm not going to be able to teach that long, because it's like, it's a lot, it's draining. Like, it's been basically like a month since we got out of school, and I feel so bad because I've just been like relaxing or just sitting there some days. Like, at first I was trying so hard to like do so many different things, but even with the migraines, like, and I knew that was my body telling me to sit my ass down, because I felt like I had to be doing something 24/7. I felt like I had to be just literally busy. Like, I couldn't just exist. And it's like, as a teacher, like, you know, people, they're like, oh, well, y'all get summers off, like, y'all should be grateful and stuff. And it's like, I am hella grateful that we get summers off. But it's like, y'all don't understand like how much energy is drained out of you, like, as a teacher. Like, I'm someone who gets overstimulated. I'm someone who has anxiety, and I just like get overwhelmed sometimes. It's so crazy. And having migraines and having to just basically check the energy and like keep the energy in check like hour after hour after hour when there's so many incidents, it's a lot. It's just draining. And I know that that's just something that has like heightened my migraine. So I'm like, this can't be a forever thing, because it's gonna like literally affect my health. Like, I didn't even have migraines before I started teaching, so that's a whole nother thing. But anyways, we're basically at the end of this look. I truly hope that y'all have enjoyed this video. I'm sorry, I truly hope that y'all have enjoyed this video and this series, and tell me what was your favorite pride look. I know we have one more, so you could do it either after the other one drops, or you could do it right now. But yeah, I would love to see or hear what was your favorite pride look, and if you have any other suggestions for the new season that we're going into when it comes to looks and videos and stuff, please let me know. But I do want to say I love y'all so much, and I truly appreciate y'all for supporting me, watching my videos, liking, commenting, everything, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.